buying your home, and we know that. So today I have with us in the studio Mary, and Mary here is on behalf of CMHC. Thank you for coming. Please tell our viewers, first of all, what is CMHC?
First of all, Jay, thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
CMHC is Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. For the last 60 years or more, we've been Canada's national housing agency.
Okay.
And essentially, our role is to ensure the health of our housing industry, to ensure that it's the best in the world, and to also ensure that Canadians have access to affordable, quality, and sustainable housing.
Well, I must say, as you know, being a realtor myself for the last 22 years, you've done a good job. I mean, we are a very, compared to the global markets, it has held itself. So the role that you have set to do, obviously you've fulfilled. Let me ask you a question. A large part of the market in Canada, especially in Toronto, are made up of first-time buyers. Let's start with that.
Sure.
What is CMHC doing to really boost that area of our marketplace, shall we say, for new Canadians who are then first-time buyers?
So there's a few different things that I can share with you around first-time buyers, but let's first talk about newcomers.
Okay.
So CMHC has a wealth of resources that are available to home buyers, whether they are new buyers, existing buyers, new to Canada. Specifically for newcomers, we have guides that are written in 8 different languages that are available both on our website, and they can be ordered in a print format. And they help a newcomer to Canada understand the first-time home buying process in their own language. So we offer it in 8 different languages.
I see. Now, I have seen a few of the guides that you had emailed me, and I've reviewed them, and also being in the industry. Here's another question. So you mentioned guides. As for outside of the guides that you have and the resources for people who are buying, because they become interested in who is CMHC, who is RE/MAX, etc., when they're in that buying mode, let's say about a year before that time. So obviously you're giving those tools. What is the function of CMHC? Is it a protection of the consumer and the marketplace and the housing market? Tell me a little bit about that.
So CMHC essentially provides insurance that protects the lender against default.
That's right.
But in doing so, it provides the Canadian with an opportunity to get into homeownership sooner with a smaller down payment and to have interest rates that are comparable with those that homeowners that are coming up with a 20% down payment have.
I see. And you know, the reason why that is so important, because in the 20 years working with new Canadians, there are those that come from different parts of the world, let's say from India, or a large group that come in from the Middle East, for example, right? So home buying becomes a dream and then a reality. Now, in most places in the world, I guess you really can't do that, can you? Buying with that lower down payment.
I don't know what opportunities are available around the world, but I can certainly tell you that here in Canada we have an amazing opportunity for Canadians. You can purchase a property with as little as 5% down. Now, the reality is that home buying is not for everyone. So one of the other things that CMHC does is we provide lots of resources and information to consumers to help them make informed and responsible decisions. And in doing that, we offer home buying step-by-step guides and information on our website, which really takes the consumer through all the various stages. And the first one being, is homeownership right for me?
Mary, thank you for sending me the videos, but tell me a little bit about what they actually are about.
Sure. So we have the 2 videos that are focused on home buying. One is Get House Smart.
Right, Get House Smart, okay.
Yeah, and it's a very educational video speaking to all the aspects of home buying and different things that you need to consider as you take the journey along the path of home ownership.
Okay.
The second actually drops in on a recent buyer, Kate. So it's called Dropping In on Kate. And she, you know, in the comfort of her home, talks about her experience of home buying and some of the things that she anticipated or didn't anticipate and what the process was like It's a very interactive video as well for consumers, and they can click and learn about the different terminology that's used during the home buying process.
Wow. Well, thank you. We're going to enjoy watching it. So here we go.
We love our new home. It's definitely a big change from living in an apartment. We would not go back there. We're happy. We definitely wanted more room in case we plan on having any more kids, and this place just works for us. It's a great location, close to downtown. It's perfect. This neighborhood has been great to live in so far. The neighbors have been really welcoming, and I think they're happy to have a young family here. We knew we were ready to buy a home when our daughter arrived, but before Peter and I fell in love with anything, we went to our mortgage professional to see what we could afford. We really liked the convenience of our apartment because we didn't have to shovel and there was sort of low maintenance, but when we moved into our home, we started taking pride in our gardens and our yard, and all the things we thought would be kind of a nuisance ended up being things we love. We learned that there are a variety of ways to finance our home. With the help of our mortgage professional, we sat down and crunched numbers, and we were relieved when we figured out that we could actually make this work. There was a lot of financial terminology that we did not understand, but our mortgage professional helped us to piece it all together, and they were really rooting for us.
So this is my living room, of course, and it's a perfect size for entertaining, because we've been doing that a lot these days. Come here, honey, let's go upstairs. We'll show them upstairs.
We surfed the internet, drove around, saw some really interesting housing developments, but we settled on this one. It's perfect for us. This place really works. There's a huge number of options of homes out there when you start looking, and our real estate agent really helped us sort through it all.
And this is the main room of the basement. We hope to turn it into a playroom for Lizzie, but it's full of stuff right now. Yeah, if we don't know where something goes, it goes in the basement pile.
We were glad to find a mortgage professional to help us because we were completely overwhelmed at first. We researched our builder and had a really good home inspector, and that was important before we bought the home. Our lawyer was way more involved than I had expected. I thought that they only did the paperwork, but they were really involved and had our interest at heart the whole time. We knew we wanted to put an offer in on this home, so we worked with our realtor to prepare an offer to purchase. And we had a counter offer, we met in the middle, and it was a done deal. We really wanted this house, so it was hard to sit and wait.
We learned pretty quickly that mortgage payments aren't the only cost involved in home ownership.
We've had friends who were completely surprised. They weren't prepared at all. There's
caught off guard with property tax, land transfer tax.
So we decided to put a percentage of our income away every month, and that way we'd be ready if there were any unexpected costs. We're making our mortgage payments bi-weekly instead of monthly because we want to pay off our principal a little bit faster.
Yeah, me too. You too?
We see this as a starter home. I mean, Lizzie's made some good friends at the park, and we're happy here.
Mary, thank you for letting me know about those apps, the mobile apps. As you can see, I'm very technology involved and engaged.
Absolutely.
And tell me more, what made CMHC start and bring those apps to the consumer?
That's a great question,
it's right
Jay.
here, yes.
Yes, so we do have a consumer app that CMHC recently launched.
Okay.
And within that application, consumers have easy, convenient access to a whole bunch of home buying resources and tools like various mortgage calculators.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, absolutely it is. So one of the reasons that we decided to launch these mobile apps is CMHC does a study, and we've been doing it over the last 13 years, called a Mortgage Consumer Survey.